Southwest United States.
Good morning. Today is Friday, June 5th, 2020. And by the way, today is a remarkable day. Today's a day that goes down into the journal because this is the first time I don't have to wear a sweater, a jacket, or a coat out here for ritual in the morning this year. It's actually warm enough to be out here in nothing but a polo shirt. The ancient magic ritual you're about to experience is unique in the world. Written and performed from the first-person perspective of Jesus of Nazareth, this rite comes from the Bruce Codex, an ancient Christian manuscript rediscovered beneath the sands of Egypt that contains two of the lost books of the Bible. In fact, the two most important, in my opinion, the first and second books of EO, which purport to contain the secret teachings of Jesus to his disciples. I'm Bishop David Griffin.
I'm Reverend High Priestess Leslie McQuade.
And this is the Lost Magic of Jesus Revival.
The sun is the dispenser of light to the earth. May the living light of the God Force inflame our souls with abundant life.
Our destiny lies amongst the stars, and to the stars humanity shall ascend in resurrecting bodies of living light.
Take a nice deep breath and feel into your body. Breathe deeply. Feel how each breath causes new sensations on your skin, in your intestines, on the insides of your bones. And as you are breathing deeply and feeling deeply into each and every part of yourself, visualize yourself as the tree of life, however it is you imagine that tree to be, and grow your branches up high into Alpha Sky. Drive your roots down deep into Omega Earth. I call on you in the east, Alpha. I call on you in the west, Omega. I call on you in the north, Alpha. I call on you in the south, Omega.
Alpha.
Et Omega.
The beginning.
And the end.
The path of the age between. Sunrise.
And sunset.
The path of the sun between. Birth.
And death.
The path of life between. Once again, we gather here in the sacred place at Columnhenge, and reaching out with with our energetic bodies, we reconnect with the invisible God force, life force energy all around us. And reconnecting with this divine life energy, we call upon the angels in the invisible. Angels of the seventh treasury of light. Eo a e a. Eo e a. Ayo a a a. Ayo a. And there are Alpha,
Omega,
We gather here in this sacred place at Columnhenge, this church not made with hands, And reaching out with the energy of our energetic bodies, we call upon the invisible God force all around us. And there are 12 heads in his treasury, and these are the names that are in the places. Bringing, when they sing praises to my Father, and he gives light power to them. Ein, come. Ein. Come. We call upon the angels in the invisible. Ionazeo. Ionazeo. Onazo. Onazoei. Onazoei. O Eazeozeia. Eazeozeia. Donamao. Donamao. Ibchaisa aeya. Ibchaisa aeya. Baochazayo. Baochazayo. Ozaioa. Ozaioa. Ethoeo zaioi. Ethueo zaioi. Zanazahoza. Zanazahoza. Fuxaya. Fuxaya. Iae ozoae. Iae ozoae. And finally, Aoize ai. Aoize ai. And so we completed our journey through the places. Invoking each mighty angel, head in its proper place, until at length we came into the place of the midst, the place of the center, the place of the Father, of the Treasury of Light. O Father of the Treasury of Light, by your cipher and by your name we invoke you. Zizao. Zizao. Let the divine light descend. It is the intention of this ritual, as it is every day, to establish human freedom worldwide.
Human freedom worldwide!
Oh Lord, please protect the protesters, the actual protesters. May the protesting calm. More important, we ask that you expose those criminals who are exploiting the protests, our right to protest for their criminal activity. Expose them, show who they are, stop them. Don't let them hijack this nation, and expose the coup plotters behind this for what they are. Restore the purity of our air.
Restore the purity of our air.
Of our water.
Restore the purity of our water.
Of our food.
Restore the purity of our food.
And our medicines.
Restore the purity of our medicines.
May all those who search for the abundant life promised by the Master Jesus come to discover the God force energy all around us and how to flood our living souls with this vital energy. Protect Homo sapiens from extinction.
Protect Homo sapiens from extinction.
Protect the integrity of our genetic code.
Protect the integrity of Homo sapiens' genetic code.
And then in that hour when death comes calling, may we shed this physical earth suit like a serpent sheds its skin, and rise like the phoenix triumphant into the kingdom of light. And now, wherever you may be, whatever your need or your affliction may be, ask now, and it shall be granted unto you. All these things we ask in the name of the living Jesus. Amen.
Amen. So mote it be. Take a moment now to again feel into your body. This ancient magical rite we are doing together helps you bring more God Force energy into your body. As you breathe in more God Force energy, you experience sensations on your skin, because God Force is a real thing. Your soul is a real thing. And if you take care of your soul and you feed it, it will be a vehicle for your consciousness after your meat suit dies. And you will continue to live. And you will live forever and ever. Because, as Einstein taught, matter and energy are two states of the same thing. And neither can ever be destroyed. They are only ever transformed. And now, as we experience this physical body, we experience physical consciousness through God Force energy. And when we leave this physical life and move into an energetic life, that is when we recognize and we establish and become who we are always meant to become. The caterpillar is not destined to remain a caterpillar, but will transform so radically that for a long time people didn't realize they were the same thing. The frog does not start out life as a frog, starts out life looking very much like a fish, a tadpole, and yet changes so radically that it can move from living a purely aquatic life to living a mostly land-based life. The goal of life is to transform, to become. We teach magics that show you how to become more than human, to expand your 5 senses into 6, 7, 8 senses. Breathing into God Force energy is what allows you to experience all of these things, not just one. As a human being, you have capacity to experience so many different types of life. And this is part of what makes life so incredible. That it is the same and yet changing. That it is consistent and yet flux is there. Be patient with yourself as you change. Be patient with yourself as you try and become a new person, and yet find that you still have a vestigial tail from your life as a tadpole. Or maybe, in your butterfly form, you still recognize pieces of the caterpillar within you. That is your knowledge. This is what God Force is for. To understand why these things happen. To understand the mystery of transformation. And as you breathe in God Force energy today, and you think on those ways that you want to improve and change your own life, remember to breathe in God Force energy when these changes are difficult for you. God Force energy will power you through, enforce your will, and make it possible for you to change in all the important ways that you want to change and improve yourself. So today, as you go through your day, if you find you are struggling in your recovery, if you find that it is difficult to get to the gym, if you find the daily routine of life too much, remember, you have God Force energy. You have the capacity to make your day so much easier. And all you need to do is breathe into the God Force. There you will find sustenance, and there you will find the raw materials you need to change.
Thank you, Leslie, for that wonderful message. If you'd like to know more about this ritual, be sure to download our free ebook, Was Jesus Secretly a Magician? It contains the 3 lost baptisms that Jesus used to initiate his disciples from the 2nd book of Yahweh. So be sure to drop by our website to download that for free today at alphaomega.church. We ask that while you're there, you consider perhaps making a donation. This is the part of the ritual where we pass around the virtual collection plate. We depend entirely and completely on our congregation for our support and to fund this mission. Thank you again so much for coming out. We so appreciate your being here. We'll see you again tomorrow, as sure as the sunrise. So, until tomorrow, have faith and expect a miracle.
And until we have the pleasure of each other's company again, may the God force run strong within you. And, as always, may your magics work better than expected.